The Philadelphia suburbs are huge, so how do you know where to buy a home? Stick till the end so you don't miss out on a single one of these great areas that you could end up buying your PA home in. This list is from niche.com. I will leave a link down below. We're going to go over the population of these areas, the niche ratings, the school district ratings, the average price of a home, and so much more. I'm Cory Benhardt, your Philadelphia suburb realtor. Let's get started. Starting out with number 10 is the great town of Shaffan. Shaffan has a population of 4,143 people. Niche gives Shaffan an overall A+ rating. The school district is also an A+ rating and also an A+ good for families rating. Shaffan ranks 40th out of 702 for the suburb with the best public school rating in all of PA, along with 72 for the best suburb to raise a family in. Shaffan has a scattered suburban feel, and two of the great things about Shaffan is it's located between two different larger towns, Montgomeryville and Doylestown. Both of those towns offer tons of great things to do. If you don't want to live in the middle of a large town, but still want to be close enough to enjoy everything that it offers, Shaffan might be a great option for you. Shaffan has direct train access right into the center city, Philadelphia, and the Shaffan cost of living is a bit lower compared to the more popular and more populated towns that surround it. Speaking of the cost of living, the average cost of a home in Shaffan, according to niche.com, is $322,900, but realistically it's more closer to $400,000. Number 9 on the list is the very famous King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. King of Prussia's population is much more than Shaffan at 21,313 residents. Niche.com ranks King of Prussia as an A+ overall rating, an A for the public schools, and an A+ for great for families rating. King of Prussia ranks as number 4 out of 703 different suburbs for the best place to live for young professionals. King of Prussia ranks as number 22 best overall suburb to live in all of Pennsylvania, and the number 27th best overall place to live in all of PA. When I first introduced King of Prussia, I said it was the world famous King of Prussia, and the reason that it's so well known is because it houses the King of Prussia Mall, which is the 3rd largest mall in all of the country, with just under 3 million square feet of shopping space and over 20 million shoppers each and every year. The average price of a home, according to niche.com, is $320,000, but realistically it is closer to about $375,000. And that brings us to number 8 on our list, which is Skippack, Pennsylvania. This small rural town has a population of only 3,775 people. Niche.com gives Skippack an overall A rating with A+ for public schools and A+ rating for good for families. If you're looking for a quiet, small town with plenty of wide open greenery, Skippack might be a great option for you. Skippack has plenty to do for being such a small rural town, with tons of locally owned shopping and dining in and around Skippack, along with multiple golf courses and only about a 10-minute drive to the very popular Evansburg State Park, which has the Skippack Creek running through it, along with campgrounds, and is perfect for walking, hiking, or just overall enjoying nature. The average price of a home in Skippack is $330,000. We're making our way through the list. Make sure to stick to the end so you don't miss out on any single one of these great areas before buying your home in PA. Number 7 on our list is the very well-known Bluebell, Pennsylvania. Bluebell has a very moderate population of 6,250 people, and the Philadelphia suburbs have 4 different counties that make up the area, and one of those is Montgomery County, which is actually one of the largest counties, and Bluebell is ranked as the 4th best place to raise a family in the entire Montgomery County. Niche gives Bluebell an A+ overall rating and an A+ for public schools. Although Bluebell isn't a very walkable town, it does offer plenty of dining and shopping options. Bluebell also has direct train access to Center City, Philadelphia, and is very close to 2 very popular country clubs. According to niche.com, the average price of a home in Bluebell is $475,900, but it is more closer to $530,000. And next on our list is Collegeville. Collegeville has a population of 5,152 people. Niche.com gives Collegeville an overall A+ rating for public schools and A+ good for families rating. Collegeville offers residents a dense suburban feel Collegeville is quickly growing with the number of people moving there and housing that is being built. Collegeville is a great option for everything from if you want to rent an apartment or buy a condo, all the way up to a large single family home with tons of space. Collegeville has just about every single type of housing option that you could imagine. Collegeville has plenty of things to do with local breweries, restaurants, shopping, and tons of different parks. According to Niche, the average price of a home in Collegeville is $335,000, but it is actually closer to about $400,000. And now on to number 5, which is a bit of a hidden gem within the Philadelphia suburbs. Not many people know about it, and that is the quiet town of North Wales, Pennsylvania. The population of North Wales is 3,253 people. I love the location of North Wales. It's a pretty quiet town in between two pretty big towns, one being Montgomeryville, which has the Montgomeryville Mall, an entire strip of tons of different restaurants and things to do. And North Wales is also very close to Lansdale, which is also a direct shot right into Center City, Philadelphia. And it seems like a lot of people that are moving to the Montgomeryville, Lansdale area aren't really aware of North Wales because it is such a small town. The population of North Wales is 3,253 people, and Niche.com gives North Wales an overall A+ rating, an A+ for the school district, and an overall A+ for good for families rating. In my opinion, North Wales is unlike any other town that we've gone over so far when it comes to the sense of community and how proud the residents are of their little town of North Wales. The average price of a home in North Wales is $253,000, but it is closer to about $300,000 to $310,000. And speaking of small towns with plenty to do, let's move over to number 4, which is Devon, PA. Devon's population is 1,869 people, but don't let that fool you. This is not some small sleepy town in the middle of nowhere. Devon arguably might be as lively as some of the much larger towns that we've already talked about. Devon, PA is ranked as the 3rd overall best place in the entire state of PA to raise a family. Devon's public school rank as the number 1 for public schools in all of PA, and Niche gives Devon an overall A+ rating. The average price of a home in Devon is right around $657,000. We're down to the top 3 on our list, and number 3 is West Conshohocken, which borders the town of Conshohocken, but is separated by the Schuylkill River. And yes, this word is pronounced Schuylkill. The population of West Conshohocken is 1,384 people, and that is just the West Conshohocken section, because the entire town of Conshohocken on the other side of the Schuylkill is over 8,000 residents. Niche gives West Conshohocken an overall A+ rating, an A rating for public schools, and an A+ good for families rating. Since Conshohocken is right on the Schuylkill River, there is always something to do. It's also a short drive away from the Philadelphia Country Club, tons of parks, shopping, and dining. The average price of a home in West Conshohocken is $355,000. Number 2 on our list is Penn Wynne, which has more of an urban suburban feel, and the population is 5,932 people. According to Niche, Penn Wynne has an overall A+ rating, along with public school and a great for family rating of A+. Penn Wynne was ranked as the best place in all of Pennsylvania to retire. So if you're thinking about making Pennsylvania your retirement location, definitely check out Penn Wynne. Or if you have any questions, let me know and I would be happy to help. Penn Wynne is known to be a great area right outside of Philadelphia. So if you need to commute into Center City, Philadelphia, Penn Wynne might be a great option. Penn Wynne is also very close to Ardmore, Pennsylvania, and all of the shopping that Ardmore offers. And down to number 1 on our list for the best places to buy a home in all of the Philadelphia suburbs, and that is Chesterbrook. Chesterbrook's population is just shy of 5,000 residents, and actually Chesterbrook was ranked as the number 1 best place to live in all of America. Chesterbrook has an overall A+ rating with an A+ for families and public school rating as well. This might be a good or bad thing depending on your personal preference, but Chesterbrook does not have much of a nightlife or bar scene, but Chesterbrook is very close to Center City, Philadelphia, which offers tons of nightlife, bar, and entertainment options. Because of Chesterbrook's highly rated schools and just the ranking of it being the best place to live in all of America, the cost of living is a little bit higher, but for everything that you get for living in Chesterbrook, it's not relatively too bad. The average cost of a home in Chesterbrook Chesterbrook, according to niche.com, is around $323,000, but more realistically closer to about $450,000 to about just shy of $500,000. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Cory Benhardt, your Philadelphia suburb realtor. If you're thinking about moving to this area or anywhere in Pennsylvania, I would love to be your real estate resource of choice. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on one of these next videos.